sour cream, and I don't want that sour cream to get all fucking warm and spoil. But I'm gonna hop on later on after I'm done with it. Or maybe I won't because it's gonna be pretty quick. Yesterday, I told you that. Um, Yesterday we were here inside this box right here. I told you that we will most likely either gonna drop if we didn't sustain your 11:45 to 12:30, we're gonna come down here, um, close at 2 somewhere here, and as 3 4 came up, we were gradually gonna go up, and the data came out good or bad. We're gonna shoot on up, slowly creeping up, or go on down. Especially because Nvidia was coming out, and that was the only data that was coming out. There was no, I mean, earnings. That was the only data that was coming out. My bad. That was only earnings that was coming out, or data wise informing anything that would move the market, trade the market. That was the only thing, earnings. So in the morning, or was it? Let me check real quick. My dumb ass. I was right. So yeah, today was just dry data. All you had was earnings from Nvidia, but that was till 2 p.m. after the market closes. So I said, depending, either the market's gonna be too happy, and by your 11:45 to 12:30, my bad, time and date. By 11:30, you were gonna see 12:30, 11:45, 12:30. You're gonna see the S&P either start breaking on down, close here, like I said, and gradually go up 4 or 5. And depending how and what was gonna come out, we were gonna sustain this low region and gradually go up, recover, or you're gonna be in this box bullshitting. And as we get to your 11:45, 12:30, we're gonna gradually go on up, expecting Nvidia to come out with good earnings or whatnot. Um, but the opposite happened. You can see right here at, so here we have Tuesday. Here we have 11, 12. So here's that part that I was talking about, your 11:45, 12:30. You can see how it does it. By then it should have dropped already. So the fact that even by 1 it was still holding, let me know that the market wasn't really gonna drop on down heavy throughout the night or even mild. It was gonna fucking sustain that and gradually pretty much stay in this range right here, in this price range, which was 6,470.6 and 6,475.8. That was the area that was going to be there throughout the night because the movement that it needed to do if it was going to slowly really start wrapping down was your 11:45 to 12:30 because we closed the 12-hour candle at 2. So it needed, if it's going to do the move, it needs to do it between that time. If not, it's telling you that it's gonna fucking stay that range and gradually go on up. And that's what happened. We have 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Once the market opened, we flew again because of emotions of, hey, expectations of Nvidia and whatnot. But I then knew that it wasn't gonna keep on pumping on up because it was cautious. All this was just triggers and traps for day traders or whatnot, even for option traders. Because even I was gonna go on a buy, but when I saw it, it was already up here. Because I knew once the market, I knew this was gonna happen the first hours. You pay attention to your 7:45, 8:30 in the morning. As long as it maintains that same, still that range, still that upper range, it was gonna continue. But around your 11 o'clock or so, close to 10, it was gonna start retracing on down on feet because they already did the move. So now it's gonna pull back of the fear of Nvidia coming in good or bad. If you saw Nvidia was looking horrible, especially around your 11, 12 o'clock, which indicated to me that it was gonna be bad news for Nvidia, and the market wasn't gonna open, with this crazy all-time high range. What it did read is we started dropping at 1 o'clock. So see, once we started see how we started peaking at 11 and 12, and 11, 12 it comes back down. Again, we close at the market's at 1 o'clock, but in trading view closed at 2 in Arizona time. So the fact that it shouldn't drop down at one, I was like, yeah, we're not gonna have that crazy push on up that this was telling you that most traders or people that don't know how to read the market were catching. It's like a bait. They threw a bait, and most of these dummies were catching all this shit, thinking the market was gonna continue going up. And then option wise, it was a wrong idea to go for the day because during the nighttime, I feared that it was gonna start dropping and hold that pressure, especially open low with Nvidia. I'm surprised it's pumping right now, since if you look at Nvidia, I think they came out with good. What was it? My bad. Let me take shit off. It came out with good. Some data was good, but in general, uh, it did bad. So right now, the thing that's moving also the market is tomorrow. Tomorrow's big. We got watch. Let me show you with ChatGPT what's happening tomorrow. Big news tomorrow. And I was telling you guys yesterday how all this was setting up for a big or continuing with the rally move with Ethereum and Bitcoin, because it's gonna follow the S&P 500, or it's gonna go down and follow the S&P 500. Either way, but all this is telling you that the market is still too happy right now. Where the fuck is this shit? There you go. So we got Thursday. GDP, unemployment claim, GDP price. Three of them come out at 5:30, which is, I believe, GDP, unemployment claim, and one other one I can't remember. Anyways, they're gonna come out at 5:30, so that's why right now you're seeing this. It's it's waiting for that 5:30 data. But again, we gotta pay attention to 11:45, 12:30. Seeing how it is right now, if we maintain this in this price right here, which is 6,485 and 6,479, if we keep in this range and we close there at 2 o'clock, then from 2 o'clock, it's most likely gonna maintain this bullishness and just be in this upper area. Um, Other because this is the time where right here it should have held if it was going down, and then start breaking this and going down here. The fact that it's holding this strong is telling me that the S&P 500 is most likely gonna rally on slowly. Especially if we still hold, like I said, your 11:45 to 12:30 range in this area. Now, if you go to, also, no, it was Bitcoin. Yeah, it was Bitcoin, the one that Bitcoin. I pointed out there was a 3 candle box, a daily 3 candle box. This one right here. This one right here. You had your first candle giving you resistance. You had your second candle giving you support. You box it up. You pay attention to the last. Since it was a daily, you pay attention to the last 3 hours of this candle, which is at you're around your 3 o'clock. And if you put everything together, if the market would have closed happy, now I was breaking this shit down. How if the market, anyways, you can see my videos from yesterday. I was breaking down how this would play out today with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the S&P, just by these daily 3 candle boxes that I saw, and how every single one of them was placed. How XRPX plays boy that by the $3 range, how Ethereum is. So every single one of them is telling you how we're still bullish. But and then also think about it, we're coming to the end of a month, not just a week of the end of the month. This is the last week for the month, so this is really big. Last week was very important, where Ethereum, every single one of these candles closed. The fact that Ethereum closed the week at a new all-time high. Watch, let me show you what I mean for Ethereum. The fact that Ethereum closed, finally breaking these prices right here, especially for the 3 monthly, this is what's giving me the bullish signal. The fact that Ethereum was back at the 3 monthly all-time high range. That's when I was like, yo, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the real one, the real move. Especially, anyways. And then now we're by the monthly all-time high that this is a price where we keep having a hard time breaking through. Now we did close this last week above this, which is still good, I believe. Watch. Let me show you what I mean by this. I'm gonna mark it up with an alarm, and I'm gonna go to the monthly, and you see how we closed last week above the monthly all-time high. So we already passed the 3 monthly all-time high, which was your strongest resistance that there is. Your 3 monthly resistance. You can go your 6 monthly, 12 monthly, but the fact that it broke through that thick resistance was very bullish for me. Now the fact that it closed a weekly all-time high above the monthly, again, that are bullish. So this is gonna be the test. This is pretty much your retest of the resistance that you broke. See it this way: Ethereum broke it, and now what it's doing is coming down and testing it as a support. And depending on this data, how we end up breaking, we're either gonna end up falling back down below this monthly resistance that we've been trying to fight and break through it, close the month below it, and then next month is gonna damn, I'm fucking so excited of this shit because I can see how it's gonna play out if things go bad here, because we're still gonna be depending how we close this month, we're still gonna be bullish. But if we have a crazy drop on down breaking this price 4,281, not something to be cautious about because pretty much it's gonna be a buying opportunity, but just to be cautious and not go too crazy on it or whatnot. Especially how the S&P is looking. But all this is still very fucking bullish to me. Doesn't matter if Ethereum goes down and Bitcoin goes down 20%, 10%. Trust me, banks and all these fuckers are gonna be buying the shit out of these fucking coins. Now, weekly wise, that's what I'm saying. This week is very important. So we gotta hold pretty much in between this price and this price. I'm gonna mark it down, which are these 2 monthly resistance right here. So I'll move it down there. So Ethereum, also weekly wise, we wanted to maintain really above this. So as it plays out during the week, see the trend right here too. So all this is telling you, all this is telling you, and then we have a daily 3 candle box for Ethereum right here. So I know this shit doesn't make sense to you guys, so I'm gonna take it off. So pretty much from right here, we should be holding. And depending how we get the data tomorrow at 5:30 and 7 too, you guys either see Ethereum rise up to 4,626 or even higher, and that's gonna be that monthly resistance that it came back down to retest. And if we keep the momentum and close on Thursday above that price, 4,637, and then Friday we continue and we get fucking good news, and we're gonna close the week back up somewhere up here. Anyways, I'm fucking boring you guys and shit whatnot, but I don't like making these videos that way. I just like going to the point. But yeah, pretty much S&P is gonna stay in that range and most likely do this right here. What my indicator's telling me, pretty much this. This is your entry, this is your target. And Bitcoin's gonna follow. It's already following. It's already showing you it. It's touching again that daily trend line that I mentioned in my other videos. So I'll take all this crap off. You see how there's a downtrend happening? Again, I'm gonna put it on right here, this line. Connection. So if tomorrow plays out, we're finally gonna break through that trend line that we've been on a downtrend. You're gonna see Bitcoin test this resistance that I've been having a hard time breaking. I don't want to make this shit too long, but one of these days I'm gonna hop on and explain all these fucking lines, because I know I lose people just when they hop on and see this shit, they panic. The fact that we have a 4 candle 50 Fibonacci and we're currently trying to break through it and close on it. I'm telling you guys, the market is too happy. So you're gonna see it slowly rising throughout the night. See, even for Bitcoin. Entry targets. Ethereum. Entry targets. And there's the dailies where we're most likely gonna close. If we have good news tomorrow, we're gonna break through this monthly resistance, and then we're gonna close, break through the day, close somewhere in here, 4,694, or actually hitting 4,779 tomorrow. And then we're gonna break through an 8-hour candle Fibonacci, which is again gonna be very bullish. Or again, we're gonna have bad news with the market, and you're gonna see Ethereum break this and come down here to the 4,412 range. Too much information, too many fucking lines. I know people I'm gonna make a video, but anyways, I'm out. You guys take care. Sign, Hotline, Bling, by Drake. What? See? Best thing to do is sell all the stocks. I don't know about that. Best thing to do, yeah, sell some of your stock, I believe, and put some money in the side, because if we do drop, give it. See, we're still too high. So, but this motherfucker has too many. He's creating too many problems. Too many terrorist bullshit. Too many. Yeah. So I don't know. Have some money on the side in case stocks drop and you can buy them for cheap. So yeah, be cautious. Not financial advice, but Ethereum wise, even if these and when these stocks do end up start dropping, it's buying time. It's buying time. If you do believe in your stocks, whether it be Nvidia, whether it be Palantir, whether it be XRP, whether it be Ethereum, whether it be Cardano, it's a buying opportunity. The dips are always buying opportunities, you guys. All right, you guys. Later. Take care. Love it. Appreciate it, bro. Let the runners run. We'll see how it goes. Take care, you guys.